What's up, Sun Rays? Welcome back to the channel. It's Ray. If you're new here, welcome. Today, we're doing something different. We're in my bathroom. Sorry if there is an echo. However, I want to be as close to my shower as possible. So today, we're going to be trying out the RevAir products. If you remember, I got this in PR and I said that I was going to bring it to you. So yeah, we're going to try out these products because I am planning on using the RevAir to blow out my hair so I can assess my ends and get rid of any split ends that I need to. So yes, I am going to be trimming my own ends. I'm not going to film it because I don't want you guys to follow what I do because I'm not a professional. I do what I want to do to my hair. And if it looks good or looks bad, either way, it's on me. So, but I am going to start out with the Detox Pre-Wash Rinse that looks like this. And guys, hopefully it doesn't look too bad because I am filming on my phone because it's just easier to set my phone up in here than it is the camera. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna follow up the Detox with the cleansing oil shampoo. Now these two are supposed to be used together. They are a two-step cleansing system. After I use those two, I'm gonna go in with the deep conditioning treatment. And then I am going to go in with the leave-in conditioning spray. It has a nozzle and that's what the bottle looks like. And then they also included a moisture-rich hair and scalp oil. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this or not, but it does say to use it after the leave-in to lock in moisture, especially if you're gonna put in twist, protective style braids and stuff like that. They said to use this. This is, and then it has this nozzle. So I'm not sure, I'm iffy on this, but I'm definitely going to use the Detox Pre-Wash Rinse. Now this is infused with coconut water, apple cider vinegar, and antioxidants. It says to apply generously to wet hair on the back of hair, but on the site, it says you can apply to wet or dry hair. I'm applying it to dry hair today because I'm already here, I'm dry. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with it on dry hair. It says massage to help remove product buildup, and then rinse thoroughly, repeat as needed. And then it says to use with the Extreme Hydration Cleansing Oil Shampoo for best results. So this is supposed to help remove impurities, excess oils, and product buildup for a refreshed and revived hair and scalp. So that's what we are going to do. So let me just get the thing off of it. My hair was in a, well, it is still in a twist out. This is an old twist out, and you guys know in the evenings I just put it in big chunky twists, no rhyme or reason, just to keep it from matting on itself. And I'll do it like this sometimes to stretch it too, but this is old, so we're not stretching it anymore today. I do have a lot of shed hairs. They're coming right on out. My hair is tangled and everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead, screw the top off of this, and we're gonna just start applying it to the hair and scalp like it says. And I'm going to start here in the back, and I'm just gonna go where I have these parts and massage as I go. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also going to go ahead and take down the twist while I'm doing it because it does say to apply it to the hair as well. So I wanna do that too. I will put the information on the screen as far as pricing and things like that, so you know what that is, because I don't want to be too long doing that on here. You know, sometimes when you use apple cider vinegar, you can really smell it, and it smells kind of strong. I don't get that from this. This smells a little fresher. This does say that it's really good after you have protective style and you're taking out braids and locks and you have that buildup, to put it on there, let it sit on your strands for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then start to kind of detangle your hair. Sorry guys, I had to tangle myself, but it said start to detangle your hair. So this is supposed to kind of help you start that detangling process. So yeah, okay. going to just speed it up. It does have a little bit of a stickiness to it, so I want to let you know that. I mean, not sticky like in honey or some sticky gel, but it definitely has something to it. And you can feel it on your hands. At least I can. All right, got it all applied, so it says to, you know, massage it in, like I said, let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and then it's rinsing out. So what I'm gonna do is get in the shower and rinse this out, and then I'll come back and start with the shampoo so you can see it, how it lathers up and everything, and then I'll finish that in the shower. I think that's gonna be better for me because I wanna make sure that I use them to the best of my ability, and I like doing my hair in the shower. I feel like it just works better for me, and that way if I need more water, I can add more water, and I don't have to try to use a spray bottle, and then I don't get the same feeling or effect that I'm used to, and then it causes me not to like the product as much. So I think that's what I'm gonna start doing if I want to show you actually what products look like. Okay, let me go rinse this out and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I am back and this is my hair. So what I will say is that for me, I didn't feel a whole lot of cooling in the shower, but I think it's because I did it on dry hair. I think if you do it on wet hair and you open your pores up a little bit with warm water, so if you get your hair wet with warm water, get those pores open a little bit, you might feel it a little bit more. And I say that because although I didn't feel it on my scalp much through these thick strands, I did feel the mintiness like on my lips, and you know, when it was rinsing out and it was getting on my face and stuff, I could feel it a little bit. So I know that it has it. I just didn't feel it as much. I will say now that I'm outside and air is getting to it, I am getting a little bit of a refreshed feeling. So there you go. Okay, so this is the shampoo. This is the texture of it. So, you know, very shampoo-like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it to my hair. That probably might have been too much for one section, but right off the bat, the shampoo does feel moisturizing. It does lather well, as you can see. I did somewhat detangle in the shower with my curl keeper brush because you guys know that this did say you can leave it on and then not this, but the Detox to help you detangle a little bit. So I wanted to see if that was the case, and it was. And then I did it under the running water, so that helped as well. So yeah, if you do it outside the shower, I'm not going to be able to speak on that. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. This is the suds that you get with the shampoo, and like I said, it does feel moisturizing. So I am going to go ahead and do my other 4 sections in the shower, make sure that my hair is thoroughly detangled before I come back and apply the deep conditioner, because I want to really feel how this works in the shower and make sure that I get the best experience with these products. So stay tuned. Okay guys, I forgot to read it to you. Basically it says directions to use after the detox. It says to apply generously to wet hair, massage into a rich lather, which it does. Rinse thoroughly, repeat as needed. For best results, follow with the deep conditioning treatment, which is what I'm gonna do. This cleansing oil shampoo removes dirt, pollutants, and product buildup while softening and hydrating dry, brittle hair. Use every 1 to 2 weeks for visibly healthy hair. And I think it's saying 1 to 2 weeks too, and like not daily or whatever, is because this is a 2-step system. And when you use them together, it's supposed to be like a clarifying type thing, I believe, detoxing, removing impurities, and cleansing the scalp really well and all that kind of stuff. So if you do it too much, you know, you just don't need to do it too much is what I'm thinking is going on. This is also infused with coconut water, hyaluronic acid, and olive leaf extract. So yeah, let me go finish shampooing my hair and I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back after rinsing out the shampoo. And I don't know if I told you what the smell was like, but it's just a clean smell as well. Trying to give you guys a close-up of my hair. This is what it looks like, okay? So for me, this duo does feel like a clarifier. My hair right now feels hydrated, but it definitely had a little bit of a cleansing squeakiness when I was shampooing and rinsing it. Not necessarily when I was shampooing, because the lather was so thick and soft that it felt softening. But once you start rinsing it out, you can feel the cleanliness and the squeakiness of the strands. And normally after I shampoo my hair with certain shampoos, it has more definition than this. So it's a little fluffy, which lets me know that there is not a lot of, you know, like moisture in it, but it is hydrated. It is hydrated, I will say that. So this wouldn't be something for me that I would use like every day, but it says to use it 1 to 2 times a week. So that makes sense. Maybe if someone does a whole lot of protective styling and things like that, and use a whole lot of products on their hair, hairsprays, and just stuff that you have to get off, then 1 to 2 times a week might be good for you there. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply the deep conditioning treatment. This is infused with coconut water as well, hyaluronic acid, and olive leaf extract. Another thing I will say is my hair doesn't mind coconut, certain coconut, and how it's formulated in certain products. But I used to use raw coconut oil on my hair way back in the day, and I quit doing that because it would kind of make my hair feel dry. And I am going to say for me, that could be why I'm feeling a little bit of, I don't know, my hair just doesn't feel like I like it to feel after I've shampooed. It doesn't feel bad at all. It definitely feels soft. It feels hydrated, but it just has that strengthening aspect to it. And it feels a little tangled and frizzy, even though I detangled. So now let's go and get into this. So can y'all see that? That's the texture. So it's creamy and it's lightweight. I can tell it's lightweight, which I don't mind. But if you guys are looking for a thick, deep conditioner, now this one smells good. This one has more of a perfumey type smell to me. Not a bad perfume, but just it has a nice smell. If you're someone who likes really thick, deep conditioners, this is not real thick. It is thin. It's on the thinner side, but it's soaking straight into my strands, and that's what I like. Man, I had my hair in twists for a while and I'm still getting shed hairs. Even though I detangled with the Detox, I detangled with the shampoo. I'm gonna run the brush through again when I go to rinse this out, or at least my fingers, because I just feel like I still got a lot of shed hairs in there. And I'm putting some more on my ends because it's so light and I just feel like I need it. So it does feel like it's soaking in. Trying to give y'all a close up. Does feel like it's soaking in. but it doesn't feel, it doesn't, it has some slip, not as much as I would like, but it doesn't have to have a lot because like I said, I've already detangled. Some of you don't have to have slip in your deep conditioner, so you probably wouldn't mind that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the deep conditioner on all sections out here, because then I'm gonna put on my heating cap and let it sit for a while. And that's what it says. It says for best results, you know, or maximum penetration and all that. So let me just say, after shampooing with the cleansing oil shampoo, apply to wet cleansed hair and scalp. Work through from roots to ends, leave on 5 to 10 minutes, rinse well. For deep conditioning, which is what I'm gonna do, cover the hair with a plastic cap and apply moderate heat for up to 20 minutes. Rinse thoroughly and then follow up with the leave-in and the oil. So this deep conditioning treatment helps to restore moisture while providing slip for easy detangling. Use this every 1 to 2 weeks for visibly healthy hair. So I will say that this, it also has hyaluronic acid in it. I will say that this line is geared toward getting your hair healthy. So yeah, I will say that. And I can tell. I think that's why some products don't wow me, because for me, my hair is not unhealthy in my opinion. So I don't really feel a big difference when I use products that say they're gonna do this and do that and everything. Kind of like the Sacred products, they're geared toward healthy hair and scalp as well. And people who heat style and manipulate a lot with braids and flat ironing and stuff like that. And because I don't do that, it didn't give me what I was looking for my curls, which is a little bit more richness to the products and things like that. And that's the same with this. Now I am able to finger detangle, as you can see, with this deep conditioner. But again, I've had other deep conditioners that have more slip in my opinion. And because I had already detangled some in the shower, of course, you know, it wasn't gonna be too hard for me to detangle out here with this deep conditioner. So just being honest. So I will say that I don't think it's bad. I think, oh, this shed hair. Guys, this is why I do wash and goes and not twist outs. But I left my twist in longer than normal because, you know, I wasn't feeling real good. So that has something to do with it too. But even if I had my wash and go in just as long, it wouldn't have this many tangles and shed hairs, because, or if it had shed hairs, it wouldn't be coming out like this in my fingers. It would have slipped out when the gel was being washed out of my hair. So when I go in, my hair is clumped together with the gel. So when I go in and start rinsing my hair with the water and the gel's loosening up, those tangles or shed hairs just slip right out with the gel. So then I don't have such a hard detangling process. So getting more. So for me, because this is lighter and I am trying to get out some extra tangles, I feel like I have to use a little bit more of this than I have to do with some of my other deep conditioners that have more slip and soak through each strand a little bit easier. This is soaking in, which is great, but it's not spreading through, like from here to here. It's not spreading through real easily like some of my other deep conditioners do, like Nature's Little Secret and She Scented. I can put my deep conditioner on in 2 sections, 1, 2, and be all the way through, or sometimes I can put it in 1 and it just, because it's so good and this distributes so well, it gets through all my strands. So okay, so here's this section. And guys, I do want to let you know that my hair is brown. It is not black. So it is looking brown on here. And that's something too, because there are some products that I use after I've washed and deep conditioned my hair makes my hair look really black and healthy, and supple and moisturized. And I like that. And this isn't doing it, so that lets me know too that it's not doing as much as I would like it to do. Now, again, does that mean that this is a bad product? No. It means that it's gonna fit somebody who it's geared to, who it fits, right? Okay, so if you have straight hair, this may work well. If you have curly hair or even coily hair, but it's fine coily hair, because this is so light, you may really enjoy this. I like how it's soaking into my hair, so don't get me wrong, I definitely like that. But after I send under my heating cap, I'll be able to let you know more about, you know, the moisture level and stuff like that. But for now, I like how it's soaking in, so I don't mind a thin conditioner. So I'm saying for you girlies who are type 4, who like thicker deep conditioners, I'm not sure about this one because it is a thinner one, as you can see, and it doesn't give that same soft suppleness as you get with some deep conditioners. Now, my hair feels soft and my hair feels hydrated, okay? So I'm gonna put on my plastic cap. This video is starting to be longer than I thought. I thought if I did it out here, it wouldn't be as long, but it's still long. So I'm putting on my plastic cap and I'm gonna sit under my hot head for about 30 minutes. It said 20, I'm gonna do it for about 30 and then I'll be back, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so I am back. We're gonna see what this hair look like. All right. Okay, so right now it's hot. Right now it's hot and it feels soft to the touch, but I still don't really feel moisture like what I'm used to. But I do feel some hydration. So let me rinse it out and I'll be back and I'll give you my final thoughts. So, all right guys, I am back and I will say that my hair is hydrated, but it's not what I would say is moisturized like we know it, okay? And I say we, I'm saying kinky, coily girlies, okay? I also will state that this particular deep conditioner does have a silicone in it. So if you are not into silicones, then this may not be for you. I don't necessarily care for silicones in my products, especially my deep conditioners and my shampoos. I think it makes no sense whatsoever, because why would you put a silicone, something that helps to, you know, coat the hair and stuff like that and could build up. Why would you put it in a shampoo that you're trying to cleanse your hair? And why would you put it in a deep conditioner when you want other stuff to be able to seep in? So I want my leave-in to be able to seep in my hair, so I don't really want a silicone in my deep conditioner. That's me. I know a lot of people put it in because they want the slip. They want, you know, the product to have the slip, which silicones provide. It is supposed to provide, you know, some shine to the hair and things like that. So I just took the protective seal off of the hydrating leave-in conditioning spray. And I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is like a cream. It's like a cream. But they gave me this spray thing to spray, so that is what I'm going to do. And I like putting my leave-ins in the shower, but because I want you guys to see my hair, we're gonna do it out here. And as I put this leave-in in, I'm going to give you my final thoughts on these products and start wrapping up this review, okay? So this hydrating leave-in conditioning spray also has coconut water, hyaluronic acid, and olive leaf extract. It is a lightweight, moisture-rich leave-in conditioner that nourishes, hydrates, and softens for tangle-free hair. Used often when your hair and scalp is in need of some hydration. So again, this line talks a lot about hydration. There you go. Shake well, which I did shake, but I mean, it's thick, so I'm not really sure what I'm shaking up. Shake well, apply to damp or dry hair. Distribute by combing through gently from ends to roots. Style as desired. Follow with the hydration moisture rich hair and scalp oil to seal in moisture. Because I am going to be using the RevAir after this process to blow my hair out, I am not going to apply that oil. I'm just going to apply this leave-in. Guys, what we go through for you guys. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It is spraying out, you know, but kind of thick, even though it looks like a cream. So there you go. Okay, y'all saw it. Okay, now we're gonna get real and we're gonna take this off because I can't do this. I cannot stand spray nozzles, especially like that. So I am going to just put it in my hands and apply it. I got to feel where it is. I got to feel where it is. Leave-in detangling that nourishes, hydrates, softens for tangle-free hair. Okay. Whatever that means. Okay, so because I don't know if it's supposed to keep your hair from tangling, if that's what it's saying, tangle free, or if it's supposed to help you to detangle. If it's the latter, help you to detangle, this doesn't have enough slip for that. If it's supposed to keep your hair from tangling, that's to be seen. So I'll let you know that at a later date. I'm gonna put a little bit more on these ends. The ends feel not like I like them to feel. They do feel dry, but that's why I'm straightening my hair. Not straightening it, but blowing it out because I want to clip the ends. So now that I got the leave-in on, I'm just gonna twist my hair up and then I'm just gonna let it air dry a little bit because I don't wanna go into the RevAir with soaking wet hair. I'm gonna let it air dry a little bit, let this soak in, and then we'll get to the RevAir. So until then, let's talk about the products. So first of all the products have a pleasant scent. Nothing I can put my finger on because it's not like a gourmand scent. It's not like a cookie, a pineapple, or anything like that. It's just like a salon scent. Has a little bit of fragrance in it, but it's not bad. It's not overpowering. It's pretty light scent in my opinion. The Detox is very liquidy. You put it on your scalp and you put it on your hair and then you massage it into your scalp. Again, for me, I didn't feel a whole lot of cooling effect from it, considering it is supposed to, you know, detox and all that type of stuff. I just want to let you know I didn't feel a whole lot of that in my scalp, but I don't suffer from scalp issues. So again, if you do, I feel like this brand is a repair, healing, healthy hair and scalp type product, not brand, but product, okay? So if you have issues with your scalp, you may feel that cooling effect, okay? I want to let you know that. I do feel like it cleansed my hair and lifted whatever needed to be lifted. It did feel hydrated once I rinsed it out, and I was able to slightly finger detangle with the product. So yeah, when I went in with the shampoo, you saw, I feel like it did have really good lathering aspects to it. It was creamy. The suds felt thick and moisturizing. And once used in conjunction with the Detox, I do feel like you get a very clean experience, somewhat clarifying experience, okay? It rinse clean. I don't feel like any of these did anything for my curls. I don't feel like my curls were defined. I don't feel like they felt lush and plush. I just feel like they felt clean of all residue and everything. And that's why my hair looked a little stripped, a little parched, a little frizzy, because there was just no moisture. I don't feel like it really adds the moisture. I do feel like there's the hydration. I mean, I can feel that my hair is hydrated. I can feel that, you know, from the inside out, there's water and hydration in my strands. I just don't feel a whole lot of moisture. So I will say that. I don't think that they're bad products though. I think they did what they said. I just think for us curly girls and kinky girls who have zigzags, whose oils and moisture is harder to get down the strand, we're looking for something a little bit different, okay? Even though these products say they are for, you know, curly hair, wavy hair, coily hair and stuff like that, there are a lot of type 1 and type 2 hair that is thick and wavy or curly, right? But their needs are still going to be different than type 4 girls. You're still shedding. Type 4 girls whose hair is thick, coily, zigzag, kinky, whatever. I'm just putting a little bit of leave-in up here. Now the leave-in is soaking in nicely, which I like, okay? So that's how I feel about the shampoo and everything. The deep conditioner, I feel like is thin. It's thinner than what most of us look for. Although I like thin, I'm low porosity. I like it to soak into the strand. So it's right up my alley as far as consistency, but it still didn't have the slip that I look for or the moisture. However, my hair did feel hydrated when I just, you know, rinsed it out. It rinsed out clean. My hair felt hydrated, but it didn't give me the supple, defined, nice coils that I look for when I'm getting ready to style, especially if I was going in to style or wash and go. I would have to, you see my hair, I would have to really do a lot of manipulating with the gel to try to get my coils to set in the way I like, because this just didn't give me that. But it doesn't mean it's bad. It says providing slip-free easy detangling. I really don't think it has enough slip for us for detangling. That's my opinion. But it's supposed to help replenish and hydrate moisture-starved strands. So they keep talking about hydrating and not necessarily moisturizing. So keep that in mind. Those two things are very different. So I do feel like it did hydrate, okay? So I will say that. Again, the smell is nice. And then you saw me just go in with the leave-in conditioning spray. For me, a con would be the spray nozzle. I don't like them. You might like them, so that's not necessarily a con for you. I took it off, I put it in, and it soaked in, so that is definitely a pro. I like that it soaks right into the strands. It's not sitting on top. As far as the tangle, making your hair tangle free, I don't know if that is supposed to happen after using this. You're not supposed to get tangles. If that's the case, I'll have to let you know that later. If it is for detangling or helping you to detangle, I disagree with that, because it doesn't have enough slip to detangle in my opinion. And my hair has been detangled through every process, and I still wouldn't want to detangle my hair with just this on it. I don't feel like it has enough slip or enough moisture to it. Again, it said it's supposed to hydrate and soften. I do feel like it hydrated the hair. My hair feels hydrated, and I can't really say about softening because my hair felt already soft before I put this on. So the deep conditioner and everything already made my hair feel soft. My hair does feel somewhat strengthened though, so I want to let you know that these products do have protein in them. So for me, that could be why I'm not getting as much as what I want either, is because my hair is low porosity. Yes, I use protein. I like the protein mixed into my products. However, I'm not one who needs a lot of protein, and with protein in each of these, I believe that's going to make my hair feel stronger and a little bit harder than what I am used to and what I like. So keep that in mind when you're listening to this review. That's why I'm saying, if you're someone who has scalp issues, if you're someone who is color treated, if you're someone who has a lot of breakage or a lot of damage, if you put a lot of heat on your hair, things like that where your hair needs to be repaired, you're probably going to love these products because you're probably going to feel the benefits of the protein helping to strengthen your hair and make it feel a little bit fuller and thicker and things like that. Things that I'm not looking for and that I don't need. So my hair doesn't feel like it's been repaired or replenished or made any healthier. If anything, it feels like it's overly strengthened right now because of the protein in the products. So again, that's not a bad thing. Protein is not bad. I just don't need it all the time, especially back to back to back. So with that being said, this system for me, I would not use on a weekly basis. If I had like a moisture overload, if I felt like I needed a boost of protein, I would bring these out periodically for me. And I think they probably would get the job done. And then I can move on to whatever else I'm going to do. But on an everyday, weekly basis for me, they're not for me. Now, these were sent to me, but I still got to be honest. I love RevAir. Don't get me wrong. I have talked to the people at RevAir and everything. They're a delight. But I still have to give the people who watch me my honest opinion about how I feel like they would work for the majority of their hair, right? So I'm talking to my audience only, and y'all know the drill. If you have finer hair, if you have damaged hair, if you heat style a lot, straighten your hair, use stretch styles, stuff like that, I'd say pick them up, try them, see how you like them, see if you feel a lot of difference and improvement in your hair, and then let me know. For those of us who have pretty healthy hair, who don't color treat it, who don't really blow it out a whole lot, who like our curls to be nice and plump and juicy and just full of definition and everything, and like a lot of moisture, then these may not necessarily be for you. Now, for those of you who have really fine hair, they do have another line that is for the finer hair, thinner hair, stuff like that. So take a look at their site. I'll leave a link to the site. So I'll leave a link to these products, and it'll actually get you to the other products as well. You may want to try out the other products if your hair is thinner, finer, and everything than mine. So there you go, guys. I hope this answered all your questions. I was trying to make it quick. It seemed like it's still gonna be a long video, but if I didn't answer anything, jot your questions in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them there. But what I want to stress to you is that everything doesn't work for everybody. It doesn't mean products are bad. I'm not bashing this company at all. Like I said, I love RevAir, and I'm ready to go and use the RevAir to blow out this hair. I think these are perfect for that, even with the silicone and the deep conditioner, because I'm getting ready to put heat on it and blow it out. For someone who doesn't normally do that, me, i.e. me, I wouldn't use these every week because of the silicones in them and because they just don't give me the moisture that I'm looking for my curly hair, okay? So there you go. All right, guys, that's it. I'm gonna, like I said, let this dry. The styling will be in a different video. So this is gonna be the end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.